Donate the proceeds tonight to the shooting survivors.
It's just a very minor contribution, but it little means something. It's more about standing by a community situation in a time of need. So money's money, but I think more than anything it's just the support and being able to just help others when they need it.
What was it that you all were doing pregame with both teams in the circle there?
It's just a prayer.
Did you address this at all with your team? Or?
Always, yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's good, bad, indifferent. You know, in our country or in our community, it's always a good classroom lesson. It's an opportunity to learn something. It's an opportunity to understand that what we do does matter, but in the big scheme of things, there's 8 billion people on this earth, and not everyone really cares about Vanderbilt baseball sometimes. It's more than other things around them, so just want them to be aware of it. Not that they weren't, because they were. We didn't get together yesterday because that was a day off, but they were well aware of what was going on, but just addressed it before we came out on the field for a while.
Shifting to the game tonight, took 10 walks tonight. The walks have gone way up on offense in the last few weeks. How important do you think that discipline at the plate has been?
It's just getting to first base. I think that's the main objective, and however you can get there, whether it's by bat or whether it's by a walk or a hit by pitch, I think it's just the ability to get down there so we can try to put some offense together. But yeah, that's we'll take it.
Yeah.
Tim, talk about the consistency you guys are starting to show now at the plate all through the lineup. It seems like your numbers are going 1 through 9, maybe a good bit deeper than maybe last year.
Yeah, I think they complement one another well. I think it's just understanding who they are and understanding their role and just standing by that role, not trying to do something that they're not capable of doing. And I think that's the best part of them right now. And consistency will come. Hitting can go in and out, as you know. I mean, it's a game of baseball, so it's difficult to play consistent throughout a 56-game season. But if you can find an offense that complements one another, doesn't try to do too much, tries to keep things simple, then you've got a chance to build a stronger unit, and that's what we've done, at least in the last 3 weeks.
Obviously early in the season, but are you feeling like you're pretty complete right now, pitching, hitting, defense?
No, I always feel like we've got such a long way to go. Pitching, we've been consistent enough. Defensively, we've been consistent. We take care of the baseball in the outfield and take care of the baseball in the infield too. I think the adjustment that we made several weeks ago has helped us. The catching's been good, but there's always a lot of room to get better.
What has it added to the pitching staff just to be able to have Sam Oboke back this year?
Experience. You talk about knowing who he is. He certainly does a good job of that. He gets on the mound. He doesn't try to do something he's not capable of doing. He gets to the strike zone, and he's a good student coach inside the dugout. I like how he operates with everyone. Very team-oriented, but yeah, having him back is someone you trust. I think a trustworthy piece is always helpful.
For someone who hadn't pitched in nearly 2 years, do you think it was just a little rusty at the beginning of the season there?
Sure, that's real tough. You haven't thrown a ball in a while in a competitive situation, probably trying to do too much, and yeah, but he'll get better as the season progresses.
Was there anything? Sorry, go ahead.
What did you see from Grayson Carter tonight?
Yeah, a lot of strikes. I mean, that young man's improved a lot in the past 12 months. A lot of strikes with an off-speed pitch too. The differential of that breaking ball and fastball is going to help him, I think. and Ronnie's making him use it. So good for Grayson.
What was the thinking behind giving him the middle innings more and using Cunningham as the opener?
We wanted to get Cunningham back out there again. He didn't throw well the other day, so we just wanted to get him back driving again. So it was good. He gave us a good start.
Yeah, I touched on it a little earlier with the consistency in the lineup, but what, if anything, changed once SEC play started? I mean, you guys went from, not struggling, but not scoring runs 26 in a game like you've been here the last couple of weekends.
I don't think they were as aggressive. I think that they give yourself the freedom to just swing the bat. I think we did that during the fall, and we did it early in the winter against ourselves. Now, I know that's different, but at the same time, I thought we were a little bit tentative the first 3 or 4 weeks, and that tentative attitude, what have you, it kind of was universal amongst our offensive group, and it just got to a point where just let yourself go a little bit, and they did. They started swinging the bat, and as they swung the bat too, they commanded the zone better. So they got a long way to go, but I think their aggression has certainly moved in the right direction, and just putting the ball in play. I think more than anything, using the middle of the field and not trying to do too much. I know I said that earlier, but that's the truth. It's just putting the ball in play.
During a week like this, baseball can obviously be an escape for people. Did it mean anything to you guys to play tonight and give people that?
Yeah. I think it takes your mind off of what's going on, and I say that respectfully because it's been on everyone's mind. I mean, that's all we're talking about. I'm sure everyone in the community is talking about that at home and talking about that wherever they work, and we're no different. Baseball just gives us a reprieve, I guess, for the 3 hours that we're here, but you just can't take your mind off of families and kids, and we know those people. That's I thought the Covenant School, when I spoke there back in 2014, was the most peaceful place I'd ever been. I told the kids that today. It was the most peaceful school and people, and to think that something would happen there is just, you can't wrap your mind around it. It's just difficult to think about, but getting out here, I guess, for the time being helps everyone. And some of our kids aren't as close to it, but they certainly feel it. They're very in tune with what's going on, and they feel people really well. So,
was that the players' idea to meet up before the game, or Lipscomb's? Or?
Yeah, both teams. Lipscomb actually called us earlier this afternoon, and we've got some kids that know one another, but I thought it was a nice gesture on, you get to the point where, yeah, we are playing baseball, but two local teams celebrating a community and being behind a community, and at least throwing a little bit of money towards the Covenant School Fund. I think it's just a sign of good unification, and Jeff's a wonderful guy. I mean, we know their whole staff. We're very close with their staff. It's just nice for both teams to be able to do that. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.